All frucked up, day 34, making this video very late in the evening so I can give a proper rundown of everything that occurred today. Woke up and I had 29 ounces of peaches in heavy syrup. I moved on to a 12-ounce Canada Dry ginger ale. Then I had 2 bananas. They were not overly ripe. They were by no means green, but they were not overly ripe. Why do I fixate on the details about the bananas? Because it changes their sugar starch profile. I went to work on an all-wheel drive diesel that's got some issues that I'm repairing, and in crawling around underneath that vehicle, taking things loose, removing an axle, every time I would get up off of the ground, get up off the floor of the shop, it's like, man, my gut is just in the way. And it wasn't so much just the adipose tissue, it wasn't just the fat stores there around my midsection. It was the bloating that was caused, I believe, by the bananas. So those things just, they keep getting me. I forget that I don't always process them very well. And in fact, if I was keeping track all this time, I might have found that I don't process them well at all. In any case, came in, got the evening weigh in, had some Talenti, mango sorbetto. Then I had 2 more bananas, which again bloated me rather severely. And then I ran to Walmart and I bought some rolled gold pretzels. They're 1.5 grams of fat per serving. I had 2 servings. So that's 3 grams of fat. And then, to close out the day, I had this wonderful product, chili mango. Trying to get the focus right here. Dried fruit with chili seasoning on it. So that satisfied me because I was after something, savory or spicy. I just didn't want any more sweet fruit. And even though it is fruit, it still, fit the bill. So that was enjoyable. And this might be a coincidence, but that chili mango product seemed to reduce the bloat in my stomach somehow. So maybe that's a function of the chili seasoning and the spices there. I don't know. But yeah, that's the full rundown for day 34. And the bloating was rather severe from the bananas. So I need to remove those from my diet. And there you have it. The emphasis on nearly 0 dietary fat was followed nearly to a T. I had, 3 grams of fat from the pretzels, 2 servings of pretzels. Otherwise, there was no dietary fat. And why is that important? Because dietary fat takes a long time to clear the bloodstream. If you have carbohydrates in there too, so you got your blood glucose elevated. Blood glucose in the presence of dietary fat in the bloodstream, you're going to have a hard time clearing that blood glucose. So your blood sugar stays elevated for a long time. And that's why I'm trying to be very mindful of the dietary fat and restrict it rather severely. So we'll see how that plays. But to my way of thinking, it's going to optimize how my body functions. And then if I ever were, in a situation where I was going to have a fatty meal, I would use a ketogenic approach. I would have that fatty meal in the evening, and I would have that fatty meal in the absence of carbohydrates, so that it would just be the dietary fat in my blood. And once that dietary fat clears out, then I'm all good, and then I can include the carbohydrates in the absence of fat. So that's going to be my approach. It's either going to be 3 meals that are high carb, low fat, or on a day where I'm going to have a fatty meal, it'll be breakfast and lunch that are high carb, low fat, and then a ketogenic meal in the evening. Hope that makes sense. Hope you had a great evening. See ya.